Hello, everyone. I am a little anal and I logged in about 10 minutes early before our podcast starts today. While I wait for my other co-host, Miss K Crater, to log in, y'all can just sit back and chill with me while we listen to these tunes. How y'all doing today? Won't you come closer? Groove with me now. Let it take over. Yes. While we wait on Miss K Crater to log in, I'm just gonna sit back and chill with y'all since we a little early for today's podcast. Yes. Hey, honey bunch. You in here for the talk? I am glad you in here for the talk. I love it. If you want to come on today, you can. If you got some little things you would like to add in. Yes. Still waiting on Trina. We are early. Yes. Hey. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. We are a little early, waiting on my other co-host to log in. So like I said earlier, just sit back with me and groove to these tunes, and we'll get started shortly. Okay, Queen. You know it's moving, boo. It's always moving. It's been moving a long time. You know it have. So I'm excited about tonight's topic, narcissist. It has been a really popular topic that has been trending throughout various social media platforms, so I'm very excited to be speaking on it tonight. Hey, my baby. I've been good. How are you? Hey, sissy. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. We're slightly early. I'm just sitting back grooving while I'm waiting on my other co-host to log in for us to get started. Topic tonight, narcissist. Should be very interesting. I'm pretty sure we have dealt with some form of a narcissist. Hey, cousin. Thank you for tuning in. We'll get into that definition in a moment. Girl, with me up. It does, from all avenues. This won't be just about men narcissists. There are some women narcissists out there as well. So we will be addressing both. All right, bringing you on, Train. Hey, Train. You froze, baby. There you go, boo. What's going on?
Hello, everyone. Hello.
All right. All right. So since my co-host Trina has logged in, unfortunately we are missing Miss Deal tonight. She
Hey.
had something that needed to be done this evening. So it would just be Trina and myself tonight, which is fine. We love her
Hey, we
and miss
hold you
her.
down, sisters.
Tonight's topic in regards to narcissists is something that is very important to Trina and myself. So for most of this discussion, my co-host will be driving the boat a little bit tonight, and I'll be adding in my little comments or statements or some of my experiences dealing with narcissists on the male and female side. So this should be an interesting conversation tonight, and I hope that you guys enjoy. So I am going to kick it off to Miss Kreitzer. You freezing, boo. All right, there we go. When you ready, Tree, you can go, babe.
Oh, okay. Well, I wanted you to read the meaning of a narcissist because that's just
Is your
what I'm
volume
getting
turned
started
up?
up. Huh?
Is your volume turned up?
Let me make sure.
Hey, Chris, thank you good for turning in. I said turning in, tuning in.
Turn in.
She's still a little sleepy.
Well, my first question is: have you ever dealt with a narcissist?
I sure have, male and female.
Okay.
I used to be a narcissist myself to a certain extent. So yes, I dealt with myself as well.
Yeah.
And she can be a motherfucker. Well, used to be a motherfucker when I was in that whole lane. So yes, I have.
Yeah. I agree. I definitely was there. My experience has been my entire life. I was
Okay.
raised by one. I dated one. I married one. I raised one. So at the end of the day, I have been one. So at the end of the day, I am a narcissist. I have no
Hello,
problem
my name
saying
is
with.
Chica, and I am a narcissist.
I'll point myself point because I feel like I was a narcissist because it was more or less survival mode.
Hmm. Okay.
It was a means for me to survive the things that I learned in my life. I just maneuvered into to just go ahead and do whatever is needed. Um, how's your experience been with dealing with most narcissists? What would you say your experience has been?
Um, a narcissist can either make or break you. They can make you because if you are someone who is very self-aware of themselves and strong and independent, and you have your own mindset,
Mm-hmm.
they can make you because you learn from them.
Yes.
You learn and you grow from them. You take some of the hurt or pain that may be dished out by this particular individual, because a narcissist will make you think that your ass is crazy as hell, like you're
Yeah.
tripping over everything. Nothing is never their fault. You are the one that's the cause of the root of whatever it is y'all going through, and they just won't back down from that. And so you will find yourself sitting in positions with people and you're like, okay, so damn, now I'm the villain and you the one that
Yeah.
done the fuck shit to me.
Yeah.
And oh, you're mad because I spoke on the fuck
What
shit
it
that you
was,
have
those
done to me.
boundaries came in.
Yes, they cannot handle any form of criticism,
Yes.
whether it's positive or a negative form of criticism. They immediately break down and turn against you. So on that part, they can break you because all the other things I just stated. If you're not someone that is able to deal with that, and you are not self-aware of who you are as an individual, you will sink and drown fucking with a narcissist,
Definitely.
female or male.
Yes.
So it can
Because
be a very
it's the energy.
deadly potion of a person to be up against if you're not confident enough or strong enough, in a sense, to be able to encounter that type of individual.
Definitely. Because they can pull you into a whole different realm of yourself that you never knew you was.
Hi, cousin.
At the end of the day, you have to be stronger, move forward, and heal. I would say for anyone, get counseling. Counseling will be the best
They'll
thing
love you
for
and
you.
walk away. You hear the song?
Because one more time, I'm not about to be stressed and mad about nothing. At the end of the day, a narcissist can damage you or it can build you to the person you need to be. And I think in the encounters that I've had in my life, it did both. It definitely built my character, um, because it was a lot of pain and hurt. But it was also joy and a lot of things that were positive, but they need that positive and negative energy to pull you into their narcissism. So, how was my experience dealing with narcissists in my own life personally? Emotional damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to say emotional damage. I'm going to say it like that. Okay?
So, what has some of your experience been? Hey, brother.
Just manipulation was one of them. The main component of everything. Like, if I do something for you, I'll boost your ego, but at the same time, I'm going to tear you down because look at me, I'm doing this, and now you don't have it, so now you're the bad guy. Whoa,
Okay.
I thought we were supposed to be in this together.
Yeah.
So that in itself is just
Hey,
no,
Keith.
that's
Thank you
not
for tuning
what you're
in.
supposed to do.
So, would
But
you say that dealing with a narcissist, relationship-wise, has kind of scarred you a little bit, or
a
did
little
it
bit is
scar
the
you, but you
understatement.
also have grown from it?
Both. The scarring is very deep because it starts with everybody says it's daddy issues, and I definitely have daddy issues. So it starts really deep. So I had to go through my things in life. Like I had to build a relationship with my father before he went on to
Definitely the
pass.
lack of empathy for
I
me
didn't
too.
know him, but in spending time with him before he passed, it was a whole different situation. Like, wow, this guy is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, they
No,
have you thinking they awesome as hell in the beginning.
man,
So they hit you with
but
the
the
fucking.
real until the real representative shows up.
Yes.
Okay, that real representative shows up.
No
It's a
empathy,
whole
lack of emotion, very self-inflated of only giving a fuck about themselves. It, it could be something else. But you have those women out there as well that are the same way.
yeah, and they can be
Whenever
just
they're
as
in a
hurtful because
disagreement, go ahead, boo.
it can be hurtful because like you're a narcissistic woman and you're raising men, so you're just keeping the pattern going instead of healing yourself and healing your children. You continue to keep the pattern going. No one wants to continue the narcissistic patterns with anyone. You want to heal from that. It's a lot of scarring, it's a lot of hurt
Oh yeah.
because it's manipulation at the end of the day. So try not to be a manipulator. It's hard to do. Let's see. Do you think anybody can be a narcissist?
Definitely so. Becoming a narcissist or being adaptive to becoming a narcissist starts shit within your home. You could have had a narcissist mother, a narcissist father, so you have grown up in that environment. So you are not even aware that you may be a narcissist because you have seen these people and individuals around you move in certain ways or treat people in certain ways. You can adapt a lot of those ways and not even realize it in the beginning. The problem is that when you realize it, we should be trying to do something about it. Because it's not cool. Like having lack of empathy and not showing emotion to people that genuinely care and love you or things of that nature, or you're always shutting them down and making them feel like they're delusional. Like that shit is not cool to do to people. Or move from this person to this person because this person over here may challenge you, and you definitely ain't fucking with somebody that's gonna challenge you because you just can't stand that. You
Exactly.
feel attacked.
And mess with your ego.
Yeah, that's with your ego. You feel attacked, so I gotta go ahead and move on from that and move on over here to something else easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to? No one wants to go through that type of damage over and over and over again. So yes, it has been stated within statistics that becoming a narcissist or being a narcissist is something that's environmental and it's also a genetic factor.
Oh, definitely. Because it could be in your bloodline and it's just automatic. Like people, we really have to think about we're only like second generation off the field. It's a lot of damaged people out here. Our parents were very damaged. So the things that they went through, they just automatically put it on them.
And they fear abandonment, and narcissists fear abandonment as well.
Yeah. Because it's just like they never got counseling. They never got help. So they dealt with all that until raising us. They never had a break. Like mental stress is real. And if you can create a hell in somebody's house or life, why are you really with that person? But a narcissist feeds off that negative energy.
A narcissist feeds off of a person's positive energy, along with negative energy as well. They feed off the positive energy because it makes them feel good about themselves, about, this person that's so this and that. Oh, they're giving themselves to me and I feel important. They're making me feel uplifted and things of that nature. It's not until, once again, that same individual can maybe say something that they disagree with. Now roles have reversed and changed. No, I don't like this person. Like this person is too much for me.
How'd that happen? Because however, everything was fine.
However, I do want to add that there are also healthy forms of narcissism because we all have a form of narcissism in us. And most of the healthy traits are, yes, you should want to feel good about yourself. You should respect yourself. Desiring attention and admiration, that's a part of us being human. So those are natural positive traits when it comes to narcissism. You self-loving yourself. Those are all positive forms of narcissism. So we all have some form of positive narcissism traits within us as well. So I did want to add that. I don't want us to just think that they're only negative traits when it comes to this particular topic, because there is not.
Yes. Because it can be a positive and a negative and it balances itself.
Yeah. Yeah. So guys, if you are just tuning, I'm sorry, Tree.
Go ahead.
So guys, if you are just tuning in, our topic tonight is narcissists that we are speaking on. If you have any questions or comments that you would like to add in, please feel free. We do answer questions and we do take them as well. So I will let Katrina continue this conversation and kind of drive this boat while I'm over here grooving in the background. Y'all know I'm special.
Well, Notice.
My sister said it's the lack of empathy for me. You got that damn right.
Say
That's some
one more time.
cold shit. Why we looking at the background instead of you, Trina?
There you go. Yeah, definitely the lack of empathy. Um, People just don't understand. Like, if you just take your time and really care about people, they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, narcissists are totally cut off from the reality of what's really going on in life.
They have some
But
form
they compare.
of a cartoon reality, damn near almost like it's very vague and unrealistic on how they think things should go.
Yes.
So it's very interesting paying attention and listening to some of the things that come out of their mouths.
At the end of the day, it's just like, really, did you not think that was going on right now? They they
Repeat
have
that for
no
me, boo.
sense. They have no sense of just their reality. It's no one else's but their own.
Yeah, it's no one else's reality but theirs. They are the only ones that are right, and they stand on that. So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Has there been certain things maybe stated to you before that you notice as narcissistic comments or statements? And let me give you an
Oh,
example first before you answer. So most narcissists would say things like this. They don't really apologize. What they do is kind of slightly reverse the apology. They will say something to you of the nature of, "Oh, I'm sorry that you feel that way."
yeah,
Um, it's not that they done made you feel a certain way or they have acted a certain way or their behavior has been a certain way. It's, oh, I'm sorry that you feel the way that you feel about whatever it is you're complaining to me about.
right. That
Um,
you wanted to hold them accountable for what they just did.
yeah, they
Yeah.
don't, they never want to hold themselves accountable for anything. So when it comes to like certain statements, I'm curious to know like what type of things have you run across that you maybe have noticed as being narcissistic statements or comments?
The main one is accountability and empathy. Because at the end of the day, there's never any empathy. They are totally disconnected from their own reality. Nobody else is important but what they want to do. But that's fine because at the end of the day, you can push yourself on the positive side as well to push and do for everyone else and not take care of yourself. So it can go both ways for us. It's pretty good. Like, I'm really excited about learning about more of them. I always say, people get counseling because it helps. People um, don't even know that they need to be diagnosed for the things that they're going through.
Yeah, because it definitely is a disorder.
Yes,
MPD, narcissistic personality disorder. It's
yes.
definitely a real disorder.
And people definitely need help. You don't have to stay that way. You can come out, and it's better to get help because
So
it'll change
I'm
your life
curious.
for the help and stuff you do.
So since you have basically dealt with these traits for most of your life, I'm
My entire life,
curious. So
entire.
I'm curious to know, are you still strengthening yourself? Are you still growing and learning from these past experience or present experiences still to this day? How has that process been for you?
It's definitely still a continuous learning curve. Um, because there are people in my life, family, friends that are very toxic, and I just learned to distance myself and only give them so much energy. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't help to continue to say, "Well, I'm gonna give you this energy," and you don't appreciate it, and it's draining.
Hey, boo, thank you for tuning
It's just not
in.
good to continue to deal with those type of people's and energy, and it's not helping. Say hello, hello, sir.
Hey, baby, what's
It's
up
just a
with
beautiful
you?
thing.
I'm doing good.
It's just a beautiful thing. I'm loving the growth and really coming into my own situations and healing because there's been a lot of healing with the whole situation.
Okay. Okay. So I just wanted to add in some pointers for some of you that may not be aware if you are indeed in a relationship with a narcissist, or you are friends with a narcissist, or someone within your family may be a narcissist. I just want to give you a couple of bullet points in regards to those, what those characteristics and traits look like. As mentioned earlier, there is a huge form of lack of empathy for others and their feelings and emotions. They always want to be right. A narcissist always wants to have some form of power, whether that power is mentally over you, them taking control of a conversation that you guys may be having. They always want to have some form of power in some type of area. um, they have an idea of unrealistic love, what they vision in their minds of what a relationship, or a woman or their male should look like. It sometimes can be a little unrealistic. Hi, Auntie. Thank you for logging in. They also are and have manipulative behavior. To the extent, like I mentioned earlier, they will have your ass thinking you are a whole freaking Looney Tune. Like, damn, am I really the one tripping? Yeah,
Not at
he
all.
did. I did see him sleep with 7 hoes last night, and I really witnessed it. But damn, was I wrong for witnessing and shit? Like, they had you thinking you a whole whack job.
No.
And the unemotional trait within them could be devastating to a person that genuinely loves them, with their every being and their soul and energy and things of that nature. Them having that lack of emotion can be something very major to
Yeah.
come across.
It's
They
painful.
also,
It's
and that
definitely
they,
painful.
oh no,
Yeah.
oh no, oh no. When you have some that'd be like, still maybe try to keep in contact with you or whatever, because they don't want to look like the bad guy. They never want to look like the bad guy. But you also have those narcissists that shit, once they don't fuck you over, they don't fuck you over, and they ain't never got to talk to you again, type of shit. Um, so there could be two little slightly different sides of a narcissist that doesn't just completely totally care, or versus that one that just doesn't care, but they want to care enough because they don't want to look like the bad
Right.
guy. And as stated earlier, they also do not deal well with criticism, whether it's positive, um, constructive criticism, or whatever it may be. They just don't deal well with it. Um, they also, as I stated earlier, they hate being called out on anything that is in regards of them having a messed up behavior or doing something to you that has you feeling a certain type of way about whatever it is that occurred. Hey guys, thank you for tuning
Hello,
in.
hello.
Appreciate y'all support. I love y'all so much. Um, they can also be very callous and sensitive people. Very callous
Very
and sensitive people. And it's just, those are things that you really have to pay attention to um, when encountering these type of individuals. Like we stated, female as well as males.
yeah.
Um, because if
Because
you
you
don't
know
know
that.
yourself, and if you're not a strong person, you can sink and freaking drown. And it can be hard to bounce back and come back from that type of pain and hurt that they inflict on people. And they really can give two shits of a fuck. Okay.
Exactly.
And I know because like I said, hi, my name is Keegan. I used to be a fucking narcissist as well. So I have a nigga thinking shit. The moon was 4 motherfucking stages over here, and they ain't seen shit. Ain't no such thing as no moon.
Right.
I have somebody thinking all type of crazy shit, knowing I'm in the wrong Oh man, I used to be horrible. I ain't even gonna lie to you, horrible with it. But once I realized that I had those traits and that I was that type of person, I did want to seek therapy because it bothered me to a certain extent, in a whole lot of different ways. I got to the point to where I didn't want to inflict pain and hurt onto people anymore because I was hurt.
Exactly, because hurt
Yeah,
people hurt people.
yeah. So
Yeah.
now I'm at the point to where even when encountering him, because I can see a fucking narcissist a mile away, like read all the way through that shit.
Yes.
Hey, honey bunch,
Mr.
thank you for
Black
logging in. Mr. Johnson. So yeah, I can see it a mile away from certain little statements, certain little movements and behaviors. Like I know it like the back of my hand.
Yes.
So it's interesting when those type of people feel like, and I look at it as, oh, you think you're getting over on me, and you're really not. I'm
You're
really
not.
looking
I'm
at you
just
like
paying
you are a
attention.
sad piece of shit and don't even know it. Like you're a sad individual and you don't even know it.
Exactly.
Um. So yeah, that has definitely. How did I know I was?
Just how
Um.
I was treating other people.
Yeah,
Like I
everything I
was
just
treating people
explained.
bad.
I could care less if I used to hurt a guy's feelings. Like I really could care less. Um. Or for the most part, not just whoever I was dating. Individuals as well, certain friends. Um, certain things just didn't matter to me because it was only about me at
Yes.
that particular time in my life.
Definitely so.
Like I'm in survival mode. I am who is going to take care of me. I'm who I need the most, and fuck everybody else. So if
Exactly.
you happen to run across me in this day and time, and you get hurt, my bag. It is
My
what it
bad.
is. But I'm in survival mode.
Yes. So when you
Yes,
get to the
cousin,
thrive mode,
narcissism can be a response to trauma.
it is.
Yes,
It
it
definitely
can
is.
definitely, something that's traumatizing in your life can definitely lead you towards those traits, the unemotional traits, the point of only caring about
Emotionally
oneself.
unavailable. It makes
Hey,
you
love, thank
emotionally
you for logging
unavailable.
in.
Definitely.
Um, yeah. So I think we chose this topic tonight because, as I stated earlier, this has been something that has been trending on multiple social media platforms. So training on myself, yep, a survival response. It sure is because I was in that response. So
Yeah.
definitely so.
I've been in for a long
Um,
time.
we both have had experiences with dating. I have dated. Hell, I married one narcissist, and I was in a 13-year relationship with another narcissist. So imagine that. And all type of fuckery just coming back into my head, and me just trying to stay focused on me and who I have become,
Yeah.
was a huge struggle for me. Um, so yeah, that's why we chose this topic tonight. And you guys in the audience also voted on this topic. What was it? I think Trini was an 80%
Yeah.
go for this topic tonight. So I thank you guys for participating in our poll as well. Is there anything else that you wanted to say tonight, Trina, before we wrap up? Because we will be wrapping up a
Um.
little early tonight. We
Well.
all have some things that we need to do tonight. So unfortunately, the podcast won't go an hour tonight, guys. But we will be back next Saturday once again, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. We still haven't figured out our topic as of yet. Um, but
I
it
do
should
have
be
one more
interesting as
question before
well.
we go. So the last question I have, what do you think happens when you deal with a narcissist?
Hold on, I'm so sorry. I can't stand my brother. He married one sis. Oh my goodness. So we are often, I'm going to read I'm sorry, Trent. Let me read this comment from my favorite cousin in the whole world, Tracy Fountain. So we are
But hi.
often outdone with people who are surviving and putting up protectors from being abused. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Um, cousin, you know this is something that we both know very well as well. Just yeah, you can be very outdone. With people who are just surviving and putting up protective walls, it can be very exhausting. Dealing with those type of individuals. Yes, yes, very exhausting. Especially if when they're just not aware and they have not a clue that you need therapy, like you
Yeah.
need help. Do something because you're blowing the shit out of me. Like, so,
Because at the
yeah,
end of the day, the hurt is so bad that they have no clue.
they can't let it go. They can't let it go.
I'm like, at the end of the day.
This water
But
is
my last
everything to me
question
right
was, what do you think happens when you leave a narcissist?
now. What you say, boo?
What do you think happens when you leave a narcissist?
When you leave one,
Yeah.
one or two things. They either start to hate you. They can't believe that you have finally woken your ass up to leave. It's like, oh, you've been rolling and rocking and shaking with me all this time. Now when I'm getting my shit together, oh, now you want to bust up on me? You don't have faith in me? You don't believe in me no more? Then, like I said, you turn into the villain. It's unbelievable to them that you getting the fuck on down. Cause you're just tired and you're exhausted and you're drained. Every piece of you is just it's falling apart. It's damn near a disaster. Like,
Yes.
oh, you feel like you're suffocated at times and can't breathe. Um, so yeah, they'll make you turn into the villain real quick. Hell yeah, I've been called every name in the book as of recently. So it's been a whole experience for me. One minute it's like, okay, I understand it, I get it. I know I done took you through a lot of shit. Then on the next minute is, oh shit, you this, you that, you that. And like I tell somebody in a minute, I'll be 15 hoes, 13 bitches, 15 sluts. I'll be whatever it is you need me to be, long as you leave me the fuck alone. And I stand on that.
Yes.
I stand on it.
As
So
you should.
leaving a narcissist can be a very controlling thing depending on who you are as a person.
Yes.
They can definitely try to wheel you back in, pull you right on back in. Um, but you have to know, and as I stated earlier, who you are as a person and how strong you are to not fall for the bullshit.
Because it's not worth it. Because at the end of the day, your hurt and your energy, everything is important. You can't continue to keep on pouring into an empty cup.
Yeah,
And pouring
I'm not
into,
continuing to pour into an empty cup anymore.
no, because I need my own energy.
That's
That's
a
the
good
thing.
question. So Tracy says, when you break away, will you turn into a narcissist? Does narcissism create narcissism? It can, depending on who
Definitely.
you are as a person.
Definitely.
However, I have chosen not to let that experience take me back to where I used to be.
Yes.
I still choose to be the genuine person that I've always been. However, during back in those days, I was in survival mode. I had trauma. Um, so I didn't really care about much except for me just surviving. Um, but now, generally, I'm just a kind person and I care a lot about certain things. You know, people, when I love hard. So when I rock with you, I rock with you. When I fuck with you, I fuck with you. And that's on relationship, friendship level, family level, whatever it is. Um, so when it gets to a point in my life where I just feel like, no, I can't deal with these certain type of traits anymore,
Yeah.
I'm gone. There's no hard feelings. You know, I'm not pissed off at you. I'm not mad at you. Like, I'm just straight. Because I see it for
Boundaries
what it
is
is.
it's boundaries, not beef.
Yeah,
It's
I see
boundaries.
it for what it is.
I'm just just your integrity and just how people carry themselves at the end of the day, like that is important too. Like if
So
you
Trina,
show
what
me
about
who you
you?
are, when people show me who they are, I get that. And I just hold people to the accountability factor of, okay, if that's who you say you are, that's who you are. I believe you. I'm not going to give people to continue to give them the benefit of the doubt, and they're just showing me who they are. You're showing me that you have no empathy. You're showing me that you don't care about people. Then I'm going to remove myself from that situation.
Yeah.
Again,
Oh,
I
I
heal
also wanted
myself.
to take some time, guys, to shout out you all. We received 152 views last week on our soft launch. We were
Woo!
definitely not expecting that many people to
We appreciate you.
view our podcast. So we really, really, truly appreciate all the views. And if you liked what you have heard or seen today, please feel free to hit that share button, that like button, that love button. Get us out there. 3 truths for your arse. As I said last week, arse means ass in British slang. So feel free to use our hashtag. Get us out there to friends, families, whoever, if you enjoyed anything that you have heard on our first or second podcast. We really would appreciate the support. Like we stated within the first podcast, this is something new for us that we're trying out, and we're just gonna go off you guys' vibe and energy to see how far we can take this thing. And so far, we've been enjoying ourselves. We have to say, how about you, Trina? Would you say so?
I do. I definitely enjoy everyone. Thank you for continuing to come in. It's encouraging for us. You guys are showing up for us, so we thank you.
How do I get you to understand me? Yes.
So let's go.
All right. So before we wrap up, Trina, anything else for the people? Oh, what would you say to some of the narcissists out there?
Get help. Heal yourself. When you heal yourself, everything else will fall into place. Because hurt people hurt people.
Yes, very much so. Yes, boo. You know I'm almost about to get ready to pop up. Let me see if I have some advice to the narcissists out there. Start loving yourself. Start loving yourself. Really get to know you and who you are. Not the unrealistic fake you and the fake identity of what you feel like you should be. Get to know and love you, so that you are not bringing toxic shit to other people's lives.
Yes.
Get therapy. Like really, really, really look at yourself in the mirror and realize the type of hurt that you have inflicted on numerous amount of people that you have encountered. Really marinate in that shit, deal with that shit, and go get you some help and start taking accountability for your actions and behavior. Real shit. Really. Please. Because you're damaging so many beautiful people out here in this world, and some people are not able to bounce back from that.
Yes.
Some people turn that hurt and pain into that what you have conflicted on to them as well, and it's just like a vicious cycle that's just constantly starting over and over and over and over again. And there are too many good people, good men, good women out here in this world that don't deserve that type of treatment.
Yeah.
I'm the journey to create the path for living and loving you, the big you. Yes, ma'am. Wait. Thank you, boo. Got that right. It's all about self-awareness and self-love. You definitely have to love yourself, as I stated within last week's podcast. I am so in tune with myself. I could care less about dancing on screen, looking silly, being silly, because I know who I am as a person. So you can say what you want to say, believe, all sorts of silly things. When it comes to who I am as a person, I've heard it all. But I know who I am, and I love myself. So I can give a shit less what anyone has to say. Because I know I'm a good person. So yeah, that's the advice that I would give. And before, what'd you say, love?
That sounds pretty good.
Thank you, boo. Yours did as well. I think you did a good job tonight.
We're just gonna be here every week doing this.
Yeah, we just gonna be here every Saturday night doing this. We miss our
everyday conversation.
Miss Danielle Deal tonight, but we send much love to her. We love her and miss her.
We love you, family.
So we about to wrap it up. And hold on, let me read one last comment. There's so many. Um, there's so many hurt people. The pathways will be driven for so many. Once we as people set boundaries and respect for ourselves. Very true. I am going to love that because that is very true. Thank
Definitely.
you. Thank you. We appreciate it, family. I just want to end tonight's podcast with a quote that I seen on social media, and it's just a simple little quote. However, it says, "Bruh, mistreating a woman or a good man who truly loves you is a disservice to yourself. Certain women slash men you just can't find twice, and that is very true.
It is.
You
Rare
have
breed.
come across a man or a woman in your life that has genuinely loved you and showed you care and concern, and you were so wrapped up in your narcissistic bullshit that you didn't even realize it. Or if you did realize it,
You didn't care.
you were one of those smart narcissists that you realize it and you know that you need to get away from that person. Because you do care to a certain extent. You know that you ain't shit, so it's best for you to just walk away and leave that person alone. Because you know that you're not shit and that they don't deserve the bullshit that you be on. Like I stated earlier, there's two different slightly formed kinds of narcissists. The one that just literally does not give a fuck, and then you have
Yeah,
that one that cares just a little bit because they don't want to look like the bad
exactly.
guy. So that was my quote for tonight. Yes, that's the word.
That's good. Good. The words.
So once again, we would like to thank everyone that has tuned in tonight. We really enjoy speaking on this topic. As stated earlier, we're not quite sure what the topic next week what may be. Whatever interests us. While reviewing things throughout the social media platforms, we'll see what feels good to us. And we'll see you guys again next Saturday, once again at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And this is Three Truths for Your Eyes, and we are out. Love you.